What is going on, guys? 2.0 here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking through all the gear that I've got over on my Titan that makes me the max light of 335. So I've finally got 335 over on my final character, the Titan. So let's take a look at all the gear that I've acquired that makes me the max light over here on my final character. So I'm using Defender on my Titan at the moment, and my primary is the Red Death. Now I hardly ever use the Red Death in year 1 of Destiny, and I've pretty much hardly used it in year 2, so as soon as I got a 335 Red Death, I decided to mix things up and use that. I've been having quite a lot of fun using the Monte Carlo recently, so I thought I'd mix it up and use some other exotics that I'd hardly ever used in year 1 of Destiny, and one of those was the Red Death. So when I got a 335 one, I decided to put it on and use it, and I've actually been having quite a lot of fun. I've also infused the Touch of Malice up to 335. I have been playing a lot of Challenge of Elders recently, farming that for the rewards. So as soon as I pop a bubble with the Blessing of Light, use the Touch of Malice and burn down the bosses. Don't worry about the score whatsoever. Just burn down the bosses and get through the Challenge of Elders really quick. Get your rewards at the end, and it is a very good way of farming. So I've infused the Touch of Malice up to 335 as well. But primarily, I do use the Red Death over on my Titan at the moment. For the special, I have the Her Champion Shotgun at 335 now. I very recently got this, which is why I've hardly even leveled it up whatsoever. But it dropped with kills with weapon have a chance to grant bonus reserve ammo, as well as rangefinder. Aiming the weapon increases its effective range. I do actually really like this shotgun. I've been using it a little bit. You can see I've leveled it up a tiny bit there. Got it very recently from doing the Challenge of Elders sigil, so I have not leveled it up enough to get the rangefinder perk, but I imagine when I do finally unlock that, it will be a lot more effective and I will like it even more than I currently do now. I've also got the Her Fury sniper rifle from the Challenge of Elders packages, and this has dropped with precision kills with weapon, dramatically increased reload speed, as well as quick unassisted kills with the weapon, reduced grenade and melee cooldown. Not brilliant upgrades to get on a sniper there, but again, that is at 335. And I did get that very recently and haven't even used it yet. I would like to use it at some point. I've heard people saying that this sniper rifle is very good. The upgrades I got on mine were not remotely good whatsoever, but I would like to test it out just so that I can see if I like the feel of it, and then hopefully go for one with slightly better upgrades. But I've currently got the Her Champion equipped. I'd like to get this leveled up. I'll probably do some bounties later on tonight just to get the rangefinder perk and see if I do like it a lot better with all the perks acquired on the weapon. I've also got the Bane of Taken, again from the Elder Sigil. Got this very recently as well. I like the little description on this, the king is dead. That looks really cool. But again at 335, and the upgrades on this, kills with weapon, increase reload speed for a short amount of time, and then increase the reload speed of the weapon when the magazine is empty. All focused on reload speed there. I really like this machine gun. Again, haven't leveled it up enough to get those perks, but the few times that I have been using it, I do really like the feel of it. I like the slow fire rate, high damage machine guns, which is exactly what this is. So very happy about getting this one, and it does look really cool as well. If I go ahead and inspect it there, you can see it does look very nice. So very happy about getting that from the Challenge of Elders. My Ghost Shell is the competitive shell. Now this actually dropped for me at 335 from the bounties that Shaxx gives you. So I did those bounties, turned in the final bounty for completing all of the other ones, and it gave me the competitive shell at 335. So I've got a bunch of 335 shells, but I decided I'd use a different Ghost Shell on all 3 of my characters just so it looks a little bit different. So I'm not using the consumed shell on all 3 of my characters. So when this one dropped at 335, I put this one over on my Titan. This has intellect and discipline, which is exactly what I want for a Titan, and it detects and marks nearby helium filaments and generates additional glimmer when killing hunters in the Crucible. Again, I got that very recently, so that is not leveled up quite yet. I've then got the artifact, which on my hunter and my warlock, my artifact has the upgrade where precision killing a taken enemy has the chance to generate an orb of light, which in my opinion is the perfect upgrade to get on an artifact at the moment. But unfortunately, I have not had one of these drop at all for the Titan, so I'm still using this one here with void grenades have a chance to generate orbs when killing minions of the darkness, which I do primarily use Defender, so void grenades are the ones that I'm going to be making the most use of. And it also dropped with intellect and discipline, which again is what I want for a Titan, so not bad there. Would like to eventually get an artifact with the precision killing an enemy or a taken enemy has a chance to generate an orb, but this one, in my opinion, is probably the next best thing with the void grenades as well as the intellect and discipline. So not to worry there. I'm sure we'll end up getting a different one eventually with the taken enemy upgrade, but either way, we've got this one. It's pretty decent, and it does look really cool as well. Then the class item, the Titan mark, I have the Wolf's Wood mark from Iron Banner. So this has intellect as well as strength. And then obviously it is the Iron Banner one, so it increases the event standing in the Iron Banner. It also increases the upgrade rate for scout rifles as well as increased Crucible reputation gains. I haven't really found a Titan mark that I like the look of. This one is probably the one that I like the look of the most out of all of the ones that I currently have, but it doesn't really go with any of the shaders. So I've got the shader equipped just because it goes with the garrison. But the Titan mark doesn't really go with it at all. If you guys have any recommendations on Titan marks that look cool, let me know down below in the comments, because I can't really find one that I like the look of. I've got loads of infusion fuel for class items. I just can't find a Titan mark that I really want to use. But for now, I've got the Wolf's Wood mark from the Iron Banner. I believe I also have, I have the Spectre Panion mark. This one, again, doesn't really look too great, but that did drop at 335. And then I've also got the Mark of Desolation. It is at 3 defense, but I mean, this does look very cool. Doesn't go with the shader at all. Would look very nice with the full set of Taken gear, but until I get that, I don't really have a Titan mark. So like I said, let me know down below in the comments if you have a good recommendation on a Titan mark that I could get, and maybe I would like the look of a lot better than any of the ones that I have currently. But moving on to the legs, I have the Iron Banner legs over on my Titan. These have intellect as well as discipline, and they increase the amount of sniper rifle ammo as well as increased agility for 5 seconds after solo double kills. Love the increased sniper ammo, so that's awesome. That second perk, not really making too much use of. Well, I'm not making use of either of these perks because I currently don't have any armor materials over on my Titan. I need to take some from my Hunter. I believe I have a couple thousand over on the Hunter, so we just need to transfer some over and we will be able to buy all these upgrades on all of my armor pieces. But those are my legs. For the chest piece, I have the Twilight Garrison. So I tried for ages to get a Twilight Garrison. I tried for months and months and months, and then I finally got one. And after that, I ended up getting them all the time. I believe I've had about 5 of them now, but I absolutely love this exotic chest piece. I love the evade in the air by double tapping circle. So as soon as I got this at 335, I had to go ahead and equip it over on my Titan. Intellect and strength, would like to re-roll this at some point to get intellect and discipline, but I am very happy nonetheless that we ended up getting a 335 garrison. I've also got this Iron Banner chest piece here. It is at 334, so the moment I get another 335 chest piece, I will infuse it into the Iron Banner one here. The shader doesn't really go well with it too much, but if we go ahead and inspect it, you'll see it better. We have the Iron Banner logo. I've got the Iron Banner chest pieces on my Hunter and my Warlock currently equipped, and they are obviously both at 335, so it would be nice to get the one for the Titan at 335 as well. But for now, I'm going to equip the Garrison, 1 because it makes me 335 in overall light, and 2 because the Garrison is just so fun to use. Then we have the Gauntlet, so I have the Witness Gauntlets on at the moment, Discipline and Strength, and when I eventually get the upgrades on these, they will increase grenade throw distance, as well as increase the reload speed of pulse rifles. So again, I'm going to need to transfer some armor materials over. I'll do that probably tonight, and we will get all of these upgrades purchased for my Titan so we can actually make use of them. And then finally, for the helmets, I'm not really too keen on the look of this helmet. I mean, I like the upgrades on it, intellect as well as discipline, and then gain bonus super energy on grenade kills and the infusion perk where you replenish health whenever you pick up an orb. I do need to buy these upgrades. I'm actually very close to leveling up in order to be able to buy this infusion perk, but again, we need the armor materials, so I'll have to go ahead and transfer some of those over. I've also got the Helm of Saint 14 at 335, very useful exotic to use whenever you're on a Defender Titan, but I can't currently equip it because I don't have a 335 legendary chest piece, but I love this helmet, love the look of it, and also it is extremely useful whenever you pop a bubble to have any enemies that enter it be blinded and you can just take them out very easily. I've also got these 2 helmets here. Again, I don't really like the look of these, but they are both at 335. So we have the Future Walkout one. I like the look of it apart from the Future Walkout logo here. In my opinion, it looks a bit out of place, like it shouldn't be there. If it didn't have that, I'd probably run this helmet. But I mean, this one does have the infusion perk where you replenish health whenever you pick up an orb. And then this one here, the Witness Helm, it does have the infusion perk, but in my opinion, this helmet looks terrible. I really do not like the look of this one, which is why I am not going to be using that. But we'll select this one for now, and we will go ahead and use this until we get one with the infusion perk that I actually do like the look of. I'm sure we'll get there at some point, but for now, we're going to go ahead and use this one. It doesn't look too bad, but I would prefer to have one that looks a little bit better. So that is all the gear that I currently have over on my Titan that makes me 335 in overall light. I've got all 3 of my characters to the max light of 335 now, so I'm really happy about that. We just need to improve the gear on the Titan and then transfer those armor materials so that we can actually make use of all of these upgrades that we have. But that is going to bring us to the end of the video, guys. Let me know down below in the comments what light level you currently are, and also if you've got to 335, how many characters have you got over at 335 so far. But that's going to bring us to the end of the video. If you could leave a like, I'd really appreciate the support. Really helps the channel out. Subscribe if you're new around here, as I upload daily Destiny videos. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.